May the Force be with you as another special Star Wars Steelbook unboxing has arrived. Hey everyone, Joe here from the Collection Compass, and welcome to our Star Wars Ahsoka, the complete first season Steelbook unboxing. Hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe out there in the big old world. So I can't believe it's another May 4th celebration for Star Wars fans out there. I can't believe it's you know, it wasn't that long ago I did one for 2024 for both Andor and Obi-Wan, and here it is for Ahsoka. I was going to originally pair it with Mando, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to leave Mando do its own thing, because it is, you know, going to be special. Well, you'll see that live in a few weeks. But here it is, Ahsoka, the complete first season, having arrived not that long ago. I think it was like only in December when the Steelbook dropped alongside the other Wave 3 editions with the Disney Plus stuff. And once again, Disney continues to kill it with these Disney Plus Steelbooks. They are freaking beautiful, they are amazing, and this one's just kind of standing out on its own. Again, Ahsoka is a very interesting correlation when it comes to Star Wars media. Obviously, Ahsoka, it was arguably the first real modern-day Star Wars character that was created that had no connections to the films. She was the first original character from the Star Wars The Clone Wars series, then having her own supporting appearance in Rebels, having come back in various different mediums, and of course when the Disney Plus started up with The Mandalorian, bringing the character to life was Rosie O'Dawson, playing the character Mando, appearing in Boba Fett, now officially starring in her own show about now a couple years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about that. That show came out in 2023, but regardless, here it is, the first season on Steelbook, so you can purchase it outside of the Disney Plus subscription. And you know, I want to get right into it, but of course, obviously, this Steelbook is just magnificent. It looks wonderful, to say the least. You know, it's, you know, this is, I think, this is the culmination of Dave Filoni's live-action works. Because even Mando was like Jon Favreau with Dave Filoni, but this is like pure Dave Filoni. This is his little corner, again, of the Star Wars universe. And I can't wait to dive deep and see what did Disney provide with the physical media release for Season 1. So first up, we have the main cover itself, which is Rosie O'Dawson's Ahsoka in her, I want to say her... I forgot the terminology. I'm pretty sure there's like official term for her new outfit, which is like, again, her new show outfit. And we get the logo, which again, it's so freaking cool. Like, again, once again, like I'm saying, the fact that the character that was, you know, again, that appeared in the Clone Wars animated stuff, now being the star of her own TV show, our own live-action TV show. The fact that, you know, this character now had jumped through the animation medium going into live-action, played by this phenomenal actor, was amazing. And also the white lightsabers are a bit of a touch. It's more of a gray backtone, you know, even with the backdrop, Ahsoka's outfit, and even, you know, to her white lightsabers. It is very much an indication of the thematics that the season, that the show procures. As again, this is largely a continuation from the Clone Wars, and this series is kind of like, at best, most a meeting point between the movies we've seen before so far and the animated stuff that Dave Filoni has worked on for many years. So honestly, this looks like a perfect cover, to say the least. Going to the side profile, we have the logo, 4K Ultra HD. This is a 1 because there is going to be a Season 2 next year. The logo looks really interesting. Obviously, it's trying to be in this, I guess, this treasure map thing that the show was originally on. Kind of like the symbols within Star Wars, which is very cool. And on the back, which is the first time I'm seeing it, we have Ahsoka's ship. I believe she's from Rebels, that character. I completely forgot the name of the character. I'm sorry. The true primary antagonist, including Bail Sor... I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. And then finally, the man himself, the quintessential villain that ties, at least now, all of Dave Filoni's animated projects, which is Thrawn himself, played by the voice actor himself, which is, again, such a cool thing. It's so amazing to get to see, you know, obviously this is one of the rare exceptions where, like, it made sense for the animated actor to come back to play the character in live action. It does make sense on paper, and this looks so freaking cool. I didn't actually get to see this yet, as I just popped it open for the first time. God, it looks so cool. Then we have the inside, which side C and side D is the first duel between Ahsoka and Bail during the show. And honestly, I've always criticized them for not using line side D, which would be where the disc would be at. Honestly, you know, I'm pretty sure they could have picked the spoilers for this. Please skip this little moment if you can. If they would have used the Ahsoka versus Anakin Skywalker fight instead for the inside, that would have been much more cooler. But again, I'm pretty sure from a spoiler freak perspective, they probably wanted to save that for the actual views for the show itself. But honestly, this is really cool. I do appreciate them when they actually really use a scene that utilizes the power of both sides of the Steelbook insides. Then we have the J card. So yeah, so similar with the other Disney Plus releases, the J card topper is on the bottom instead, which includes the core content. If you're looking for this from a general consumer, what does it include? The logo, And then finally we have the backdrop, which again is basically mostly reutilizing materials. When it comes to the never before seen feature, it comes with Ahsoka Legacy, which comes into just the journey that the character has been on from Clone Wars to Rebels to now, and so far in the Mando universe, the Path of the Apprentice, Ghost of the Past, and Darkness Rising. I don't remember if there was any real major behind the scenes Ahsoka stuff on Disney Plus. I don't quite recall it. It's not like the MCU where they are making these sort of behind the scenes featurettes, but at least again, this is so freaking cool. This really is. Nothing much more to say with this one. So with all that being said, what did I think of Ahsoka the complete first season before we get into the final Steelbook review of it? I thought it was a great show. I think when I say great, I think like it's a borderline great show. I don't think it's like great, but I think it's great. It's definitely more than good. Again, when we talk about the Disney Plus stuff, it's such a mixed bag where you have the stuff that Jon Favreau is working on, spearheading the true production of Star Wars television shows in the same way he kind of reignited the modern Marvel movie wave with Iron Man. So that's kind of was his role going from Mandalorian to then Book of Boba Fett, and then on the other opposite side you have what Star Wars as Lucasfilm as a company was trying to go for, such as bringing back those classic movie actors such as Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now Diego Luna in Andor, and this one was a very unique case where for Ahsoka, this was very much Dave Filoni's baby. This was 100% the Dave Filoni live-action Star Wars show, where it's his same writing, bringing it to the medium, learning the lessons he learned from Jon Favreau when making the Mando stuff, the primary Mandalorian stuff, and then this being it does fall in that it's the perfect intersection where, again, this character is so rooted in the current Mandalorian story arc, as well as continuing Clone Wars, Rebels, continuing that character's journey, as well as actually bringing in the real, and I'm not trying to say like as a root thing, but like, bringing in the major actors from the movie, such as, Hayden Christensen coming back to play Anakin Skywalker was such a smart movie. It really, really was, and I can't really give them as much praise as I would like to. All this made for itself. Then you have such an amazing villain with Bale, who sadly his actor did pass away after the show was shot. Thrawn coming back. There were so many great elements. Obviously, was it a perfect show? No, it wasn't. There were still some criticisms that even I have to mark. That's why I'm not saying this is like a masterpiece show for Star Wars, but it's sort of similar to Clone Wars and Rebels, where like, if you're a big fan of those, this is entirely a show. This is a must-watch for that story arc, as the three sides of the Star Wars universe when it comes to the franchise medium core sense here, and it works out so well, and it just makes me already want to see more of that. Obviously we're going to get the next season next year, which they just started production on, which I can't wait to see how they continue that story. How do they really continue that storyline that they went through? But Howard, now to take it back to the Steelbook design, once again, Disney continues to deliver. They continue to hit it. They put so much care and effort into these posters, into these releases that, again, I have no complaint. And especially with Site C and D, this is a perfect Steelbook. It very much is. The concept arts are there. The care to detail is there. The fact that that people don't remember that physical media is meant to be kind of a representation of the product you're buying, and the fact that Ahsoka managed to deliver it as best as it greatly can be was amazing, to say the least. When I finally got this in the mail, I opened it up and I looked for it myself, and I'm like, this is such a must-buy for any Star Wars collector. It is a must-buy for any Steelbook collectors, and that's so. I will give a little bit of a criticism, though, sadly, with this Wave 3. Instead of having two separate SKUs for 4K and traditional Blu-ray, this is only a 4K only release, so you will have to buy this in the most premium version, which, again, if you don't have a 4K player, sadly, you're out of luck. But if you are just a physical media collector, if you want to see how this would look on your wall, on your shelves, this is a must-buy for you. This really, really is. But with all that being said, I highly recommend it. If you could still pick it up at any of your usual retailers, such as Amazon or Walmart, I would 100% encourage the buy and taking it from there. Oh, even Target. I forgot Target does sell these too. But with that being said, let me know down below. Did you pick up Star Wars Ahsoka, the complete first season, on Steelbook? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you like? Well, let me know down below. What did you think of the Steelbook? I would love to have a conversation with you about it as always. But I believe that's going to do it for me today, everyone. So I don't know where this has been, the Collection Compass, giving my unboxing / review of the Ahsoka complete first season Steelbook. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Like, favorite, share if you want to. Ring that bell and follow us on social media for more. But until we see each other again, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe out there. Be good to each other as always. Peace out.